What's up, guys? Back again for some more One Piece action. Today we're jumping straight into chapter 1095 entitled A World Not Worth Living In. Alright, so on the cover page, what do we got? It says request for Buggy chasing a squirrel monkey that took his nose. Alright, so kind of funny. Buggy getting his nose stolen. He's running after him, chasing after him. He's got his nose covered up, so we still don't know exactly what he looks like without his big nose. But okay, fun little cover page. Well, let's jump right into the chapter. All right. So if you guys remember at the end of the last chapter, we had Bonnie jumping up. She was stabbing Saint Saturn. Like he was in what looked like an awakened, I guess, zone form type devil fruit. Still not entirely sure about that, magic circle that he kind of just appeared from. Saw Luffy and Kizaru going at it. Luffy like punching through Kizaru's head. But anyways, so we see we're going back onto the lower levels of Egghead. We see the Marines running around. It says one of the five elders, Saint Saturn, has landed. Rear admirals and captains stay behind while all other soldiers retreat from the center. And it says the Gorosei has made landing. They aren't worthy of his presence. How do we even get down here? Okay, so all the Navy guys are trying to get out of there before they get assassinated. They're not allowed to see Saint Saturn, so they're trying to dip out real quick. And then it says, I've only seen portraits of him. What was that flash of lightning? We casually call in an admiral, just one celestial dragon. He is above even those gods. Are you telling me that man has come from Mary Joie? All right, so all of the naval personnel, they're freaking out right now. They're like, no, can it really be? No, we've only seen him in portraits. So everyone's freaking out, and then all right, you see that like kind of black lightning that we see from like the awakened users. And then we see Saint Saturn right there. All right, so he's still, in his like hybrid awakened form right there, kind of looking down. I'm guessing he's looking down at Bonnie, stabbing him. Yep. Okay, and it says, Bonnie, what are you doing? We see Sanji, we see Vegapunk. He's on the ground right there. Frankie staring up at him. And Bonnie, I mean, she's just right on top of him. He looks crazy with his little like yokai spider legs. He's got the horns. And then they're like, oh my God, Saint Saturn, Gorosei has been stabbed. But it doesn't look like, Bonnie did a whole lot of damage to him. And then, okay, so it looks like the vice admirals, they're like, that's a world leader who reigns at the top. Prepare to fire. All right. So they're like, yo, we got to take Bonnie out. She just stabbed like this is a man above celestial dragons. Like he's at the top pinnacle of the world. Obviously, they don't know about Emu. And then we see Vegapunk, the main seller, he's freaking out. He's like, Bonnie, like, oh shit, you just stabbed a Gorosei member. We see Bonnie comes in close to her face. She's got tears in her eyes. So does that mean she saw something specifically in Kuma's memories, or did she have some interaction with him previously? Obviously, she knows about him kind of being, I guess, involved with Kuma. And then, oh damn, okay, so Saturn, his eyes are bugging out right now, and he's like, quiet down, insects. If I didn't want to get stabbed, oh damn, so he's like, you think that this little girl stabbed me and got the jump on me? Like, damn, I would have dodged, and then all of a sudden he does something, and we see Bonnie just go flying back right there. And then, looks like he snatches her, he grabs her, she's flying back. And then, okay, obviously Sanji being right there, he's trying to jump into action, and he tries to jump up, but it looks like he gets smacked by something. You just see his face getting smacked back right there. Okay, then we see Saturn. He just starts pulling the sword out of his chest right there, like it's no problem. We see some blood, and then damn, okay. Frankie's like, yo, his wounds are disappearing. So where all the blood was that Bonnie stabbed him, it's just like it's not even there. Sanji's like looking on in disbelief, like recovering from that blow he just took. Damn. Okay, so we got Saturn right there. He's got Bonnie in his hands. You got Sanji, Vegapunk, and Frankie all kind of, right in front of Saturn. And then you have the Navy vice admirals and captains moving in right there. And then they're like, let's use this chance to capture Vegapunk. All right, so Vegapunk's still kind of just in disbelief what's happening. And then we see Saturn, he's like, wait, you fools. There is no need for haste. They have nowhere to run. So he's like, yo, chill out for a second. He's like, Even for you, that took longer than expected, Kizaru. Damn. Okay. My apologies. I have no excuse. I don't think I can move for a little while. So, okay, we see Kizaru laying on the ground right there. Obviously, he's still conscious. He's talking. And then he's like, "It's okay. I understand the reason why." And damn, okay, so we see Luffy. He's all worn out. So his hockey's all drained right now. He's not in his gear fifth form. Oh, damn. Saturn over there looking like he's getting ready to move in. He's like, "Well, then." And yep, sure enough, you see his big like spider leg getting ready to stab Luffy as Luffy's down and out right now. And then, hell yeah, okay, so Frankie coming in with a strong right, punching him out of the way. I mean, obviously didn't hit the Gorosei's leg because there's not a guarantee that he would actually do any damage or even be able to move it, given how strong this dude seems. But punching Luffy and knocking him out of the way was probably his best bet. So good on Frankie. And then we see, okay, it looks like he's trying to grab after him now with his, big hand. Or Frankie is, with his big hand. And then we see Saturn. He's like, I see you have a pretty strong crew. All right. So he's kind of sizing up some of Luffy's crewmates, some of the Straw Hats. And then even the world leaders at the top are after my captain's head. Okay, Frankie, he's like, damn, even like top of the top are after my captain's head now. All right, pretty cool. Means he's on his way. But damn, are you guys seeing this? All right, so on the far right panel, we got Luffy. He's all drained out right now. Middle panel, you got Bonnie. She's all bloodied up, taking that smash from what's his name, Saturn. And then right over here it says, you two joining this battle was definitely unexpected. However, and then you just see Saturn. He's got Bonnie in his hand right there, and then the big Vegapunk body is down there. He's like, "You are surrounded by Marines on an island on the brink of destruction. If by some twist of fate you can manage to escape, I'd like to see it." Oh, damn. So he's just like straight up openly challenging them. You got this big, pull out shot of Egghead surrounded by all these battleships. We already know that Saturn is on the island. He's transformed. Kizaru's a little down and out right now, but he's still conscious. He's still talking. You got all these captains and vice admirals. So Saturn just straight up challenging them. Luffy is down right now. Bonnie's messed up. They took out, Vega Force One. So to move the ship, they kind of have to switch to an alternative means. They're in some pretty dire straits right now, even though they got, Joy Boy Luffy with them. He's not so Joy Boy right now. All right. And then okay, so we got Vegapunk. He's looking pretty pissed off. And they're like, "You, Vegapunk, it's a shame you betrayed us for all your contributions to the military. Thank you." All right, so Saturn's like, "You know what? You did contribute to the military, so I'll thank you before I kill you." All right, he's like, "So tell me, who dies first in the most painful order?" "We want you to die in regret for having opposed the world government." Damn. Trying to make Vegapunk pick who's gonna die first. Is he gonna make Bonnie die first? Is he gonna make one of his clones die first? Is he gonna have Frankie, someone who idolizes him die first? Like all right, what do we got? Um so he starts holding up Bonnie right now, this Saturn. He's like, "Why, when humans are told not to do something, they do it anyway." And it looks like he starts squeezing Bonnie. She's screaming out right now. Sanji, in the background trying to scream for him to stop. And then, okay, so we pull back. We got Frankie, Sanji, and Vegapunk right there. And Frankie's like, "Hey, can anyone move?" They're like, "No, it's impossible. Some kind of force is holding it down." Okay, so more trippy powers from Saturn right now. They're being held down by some force. If it's not science, it has to be a devil fruit. Oh no, Bonnie. Okay, so I'm guessing that's confirmation that whatever power we're seeing from Saturn right now, at least some of it is coming from a devil fruit power. And then Bonnie, she's still bloody, but she's looking in a defiant. She's like, "You killed my father, Saturn." Okay, so she's still obviously really pissed about that. And then, oh, okay, so what does Saturn have to say in response? He's like, "Oh, Kuma? He was born a slave. a remnant of a tribe of people that committed a grave crime. The lone survivor of the. Oh, damn. Okay, so we're throwing in another person, or excuse me, another group of people, the Buccaneers people. So we had, King and his people, the Lunarians, up on top of the red line. Now we're getting introduced to these Buccaneers people, and Vegapunk just like his face is just like, wait, what? And then we see, okay, so damn, even they didn't know that. Even though Bonnie like saw Kuma's memories, like she had no knowledge of this because she's looking like tripped out right now. Vegapunk, who's like the smartest man in the world, like he's tripping out, like he didn't know it, which is kind of weird because he worked on Kuma. And then what do we got? Okay, so we see all the Navy people kind of around taking aim at them, and he's like, Bonnie, ever since I was a child, I always wanted to be a hero who brought freedom to those who are suffering. Okay, I'm guessing this is Kuma talking to her in her memories. And then it says, just like the warrior of liberation, Nika. And then, okay, Saturn's like, everyone, aim for the head. Nika, yes, I admired him. Okay, what do we got going on here? He would dance into action with a smile on his face. Wait, what? Okay, is this like just stories that I'm guessing Kuma heard? Because we see him dancing around. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. And then, okay, wait. Oh, damn it. Okay, we're going back to Sanji. He's like screaming out for Bonnie, screaming for them to leave her alone. And then we see Vegapunk. He's got this determined look on his face, and he's like, she's just a child. And then Bonnie, again, she's still just bloodied up. Her eyes are closed right now. It almost looks like she's crying. Will he set me free too? And then we see Kuma. He's like, of course. All right, they're talking about Luffy or someone. Okay, hold on. We're getting a flashback here, people. All right, so 47 years ago in the South Blue Sorbet Kingdom. So we see the sun. It looks like it's shining. We got this like nice looking town. We got some palm trees going on. And they're like, it's a very large boy. Congratulations. All right, this must be when Kuma is born. And they're like, here he is, our little boy, Kuma. All right, so we see Kuma's parents right there. And then we see Kuma's father. So he's like, so, doctor, about his blood. We won't let any information about this get out. Okay, so I'm guessing one of them is, this Buccaneer person, probably the father, I'm guessing. Judging by his kind of size, it looks like. And then we see Kuma getting lifted up. And they're like, what a happy baby. All right, what do we got next? Okay, so we see, I'm guessing this looks like Kuma growing up a little bit. And they're like, sorry, Clap, run. The government had eyes in the hospital too. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm the only one with Buccaneer blood running through my veins. My wife is different. Please let my son go. Okay, so don't worry. Don't worry. Damn. Looks like they caught Kuma's parents. They caught Kuma. Kuma's father is all chained up and bloodied, almost, you know, exactly reminiscent of how we saw Kuma when he's all chained up and being ridden by the celestial dragons. Damn. Oh my god, look, there it is. He's literally being a slave for the celestial dragons right there. And then all of a sudden they're like, it's a Bacanian slave. Look at his strength. Or I guess that's supposed to be Buccaneer slave. Look at his strength, even at his age. So I'm guessing that's Kuma, carrying this huge crate around. And then, okay, one of the celestial dragons starts smacking him. They're like, stop dilly dallying around, move faster. Kuma's over there covering up. He's like, oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And so even though as big as Kuma is, it looks like he's kind of a softer, person. Looks like, he's getting beat, he's crying about it. And then, okay, in the background, the celestial dragon, he's got, gun in his hand. He's like, stop crying. Do you want to die? What do we got? All right, and then we see Kuma's father. He's over there. He's still chained up. Looks like he's all bloodied and beaten. But I'm looking like he's trying to cheer up Kuma right now. He's like, hey, Kuma, how are you doing? Dad, my master is so nice. I'm so lucky to have him. All right, so either he's wise enough and was told, like, don't badmouth your masters. And then what do we got right here? Oh, damn. So he starts telling Kuma, your mom has passed. she's in heaven now. All right, so at least she's out of this, slavery, that torture they're in. And then he's crying, trying to tell him the dad is. She's in a better place now. And then we just see the tears start welling up in Kuma's eyes. And then all of a sudden, next panel, just he's losing it. Obviously, just found out his mother passed away. It's like, hey Kuma, you're strong. Keep enduring and live on. Why? I'd rather the warrior of liberation will come. He'll save you. Who? All right, so this must be where he finds out about Nika, the son of sun, or the god of sunshine, Nika. So this is a flashback of the sun god Nika dancing across the moon. It's the name of the warrior of legend passed down through our people of Buccaneer. Okay, so this is maybe where the original Joy Boy comes from. Was he a Buccaneer? That would kind of explain, the larger straw hat maybe we saw down in the depths of Marijoa that we saw Emu looking at. What are you guys thinking? It's, he will one day bring you to the free ocean under the sun. He's always laughing. All right, so we see them, sitting there with other slaves kind of around. He moves in the rhythm and makes people laugh. And he starts, imitating the drum beat. And we see Kuma, he's kind of, laughing and smiling. And then again, another celestial dragon walks out with a gun in his hand. Shut up, you're loud. All right, then what do we got? So 38 years ago in West Blue. Thank you for waiting. So this looks like celestial dragons talking to other celestial dragons. And it says, for the once in every 3 years, population eradication tournament. What the hell? This year, the tournament will be held at this non-government affiliated world or non-government affiliated country, God Valley. Damn. Okay, what the hell? What? This island, shamelessly named Valley of the Gods, is rich in many resources. Here, the long tradition of hunting natives will take place. The country is now property of the world government. Oh my god, we're finally getting to see God Valley, so this explains why all the celestial dragons were there, because they were having this, crazy hunt that they were going to hold there. And says, what are you doing? Are you trying to kill my people in this game? Are you crazy? Obviously, so this is the ruler. This is my country. Your Highness. Okay, and they get cut off. So it looks like someone kills him, slashes him like through the neck or shoots him. They're like, Your Highness. No, is this a young guard? Oh, damn. Yup. Look at this. A young moonhead over there. Doesn't have the beard yet. What's his name? Saint Garland. Please wait, St. Garland. Hold your horses. Okay, so I'm guessing he was the one that you know, jumped the gun and killed the ruler. And at this point in time, he's just a God's knight, Saint Figurlin Garland. He's like, should be a good handicap for the other contestants. All right, looks like he went and killed the king of the natives. Saint minus 10,000 points from the start. Okay, we see the celestial dragon females in the background, kind of like cheering him on. They're about to do this sick and twisted game. And then it says, this year, in addition to the natives, you will round up problematic slaves. All right, maybe Kuma is one of these slaves. Sir, we have captured that child that escaped. The child of Buccaneers tribe. Yep, all right, so that's got to be Kuma. Damn, so that means Kuma is a survivor of God Valley? Is that what I take this to mean? Then it says, you bastard, why would you try to escape? It's a responsibility that the 10 of us have to take. If you run away, the rest of us would die too. All right, so who's dragging him? We see like a kind of semi unconscious Kuma. And then oh, okay, this has got to be Ivankov. He's the only one that laughs like that. Like, hold it right there. I see. So you're this year's prize. I hear you're from the Buccaneer tribe. I hear Buccaneers have giant blood. All right, so he's like, we see Kuma. He's like, what the hell? Who's talking to me? Then it says, Slave Ginny, my big brother, here's pretty big too. Only my face. All right, so we got young Ivankov and his sister, I'm guessing. Slave Ginny, from what she says. Or maybe she's just, affectionately referring to him. No, I guess they must be related because they're both kind of giant. or seems giant. You know, his face. Wait, that's not the point, you dummy. Slave Imperial Ivankov, slave Ginny. Look at these people. Why does everyone have such sad, defeated looks on their face? I'm gonna live on. What about you? The person he meets when he's in hell. All right, so that explains how Ivankov and Kuma got to know each other, and I guess at some point, Dragon's gonna meet up with one of them, and that's how they kind of form the Revolutionary Army. Like, okay, this is crazy. The fact that we're at God Valley right now, like we're seeing a young Fingerland, Saint Fingerland, Garland. You know, we saw some of the Gorosei kind of got some confirmation that it is in fact the devil fruit power that's, you know, what we're seeing. Although I don't think it's simply that, or there's more to it. That awakening, the magic circle, some of that stuff is not, you know, quite adding up unless there's like some crazy special powers with that like yokai devil fruit or whatever it is, you know, awakening. um, but the fact that we're getting to see God Valley, you know, sucks that we're on break next week. But man, this is setting up Egghead to be like, I don't even know, man. There's so much that could possibly go on. What do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna get the full flashback of God Valley and see everything from Garp and Roger teaming up to the Rocks pilots, or are we only gonna get like a little snippet here and kind of see like, okay, the hunt starts. You know, there's some crazy stuff that happens, and then we see Kuma and Ivankov, you know, escape. I don't know about Ginny, maybe, but I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you think they're gonna handle this flashback after we get back from break? You guys think we're gonna jump straight back to Egghead and see what's going on with Saturn? Um, you know, everything that's going on with that. Like, what are you guys' thoughts on this Buccaneer tribe? Like, we just got, you know, introduced to Lunarians and Wano. Now we're getting the Buccaneers, which kind of makes sense because we didn't really know what was up with Kuma. Um, yeah, I feel it's kind of ironic that we're getting like the identification of a new tribe that we didn't know about for a character that's been around for a while. And we have Buggy on the cover, and we still don't know exactly where Buggy is from. Like, is he his own special clown race, or like, what's the deal with the clown nose? But yeah, all in all, solid chapter. Let me know what you guys saw down in the comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Have a wonderful day.